It's happening now. In an unprecedented global disruption, a major IT outage has brought the world to a halt. This chaos has been traced back to a single software update from the cybersecurity firm CrowdStrike, which has grounded flights, halted hospital operations, and caused significant service interruptions across various sectors, including banking, media, and telecommunications. The crisis has affected the entire planet, leading to a complete breakdown of air travel, suspension of hospital procedures, and global travel chaos, all due to one software update by a cybersecurity company. This situation underscores the critical interdependence of modern systems on technology and the extensive impact of a single point of failure. Benedict, can you give me an overview of what's happening? You guys will be observing and analyzing all the different impacts we are witnessing globally. Just provide a high-level view of what the situation looks like. Frantic is the word we're all searching for. It seems like we're dealing with a cascading line of failures. We have colleagues across Asia, from Australia to the US, and here in Berlin, it appears to be down everywhere. For example, the Berlin airport, though not the largest in the world, is currently non-operational. We've just received notification from the FAA, the US regulator, stating that there are no takeoffs from major airlines like American Airlines, Delta, and United. Early reports indicated a cascade of failures originating from a software update released by CrowdStrike, a leading cybersecurity firm protecting over 25,000 businesses globally. This update inadvertently caused Microsoft's Windows operating system to crash, leading to the infamous blue screen of death. The critical flaw in the update triggered widespread IT system failures, impacting multiple industries worldwide. Airlines have been particularly affected, with American Airlines, Delta, and United Airlines grounding flights early Friday morning. KLM flights based in the Netherlands reported that flight handling was impossible, while Delta's operations were paused for an extended period. According to FlightAware, over 500 flights were cancelled, and more than 100 were delayed as of 6 a.m. Eastern Time. The healthcare sector also faced severe disruptions. Hospitals in Australia and Europe had to cancel operations, and in the UK, most GP practices suspended all but the most urgent patient consultations. In Alaska, emergency services experienced significant issues, with the 911 systems failing. The Alaska State Trooper Service confirmed in a Facebook post that 911 and non-emergency call services were down across the state due to the nationwide outage. Emergency services in New Hampshire and Ohio reported similar problems. Retailers worldwide experienced payment processing issues, leaving grocery stores unable to accept payments and causing widespread inconvenience for consumers. In the media sector, British broadcaster Sky News went off air, and several TV networks were unable to broadcast, resulting in a major information blackout. Public transit systems in major cities like Washington, D.C. and New York City reported system outages. Although trains and buses continued to operate, customer information systems were temporarily offline, leading to confusion and delays. London's stock exchange also experienced disruptions, affecting financial transactions and trading activities. CrowdStrike quickly acknowledged the issue, confirming that the outage resulted from a flaw in a single content update for Windows hosts. CEO George Kurtz issued a public apology, emphasizing that the company is actively working to resolve the problem. The incident was not caused by a cyber attack, but rather by a bug in the update itself. We deeply apologize for the inconvenience caused to customers, travelers, and anyone else affected, including our own company, stated Kurtz. He assured that CrowdStrike is actively assisting clients in rebooting their systems and ensuring a full recovery. Microsoft also played a crucial role in the crisis, as its cloud service, Azure, encountered issues that exacerbated the effects of the CrowdStrike update. Microsoft confirmed that residual impacts were still affecting some Microsoft 365 applications and services, and additional mitigations were being put in place to provide relief. The Federal Aviation Administration, FAA, was closely monitoring the situation and provided assistance to airlines that requested ground stops. The FAA's involvement highlights the serious nature of the disruption and the extensive efforts needed to manage such a large-scale outage. The ripple effects of the outage were felt worldwide. In the UK, airport departure boards froze, leading to confusion and delays for passengers. Train companies reported significant delays, and several retail chains experienced payment processing issues. In Australia, media companies, banks, and telecom firms faced outages, with the National Cybersecurity Coordinator confirming there was no evidence to suggest a cybersecurity incident. The widespread nature of the outages across various sectors and regions emphasizes the interconnectedness of global IT systems. At 3:09 p.m., reports of system failures skyrocketed across the country and abroad. This also affected our newsroom, and we warn you that it could impact our broadcast bulletin. Airlines around the world were among the hardest hit, as some airports came to a complete standstill. People on the internet are drawing parallels between this global IT outage and the Netflix film Leave the World Behind. The film, produced by Barack and Michelle Obama, follows a family whose vacation is disrupted by a mysterious blackout that leads to a societal collapse. Users on X, formerly known as Twitter, have pointed out the uncanny similarities between the movie's plot and the real-world chaos unfolding due to the software update malfunction. The key distinction, however, is that the current event was triggered by a software bug, whereas the film depicts a cyber attack as the catalyst for the blackout. In light of the recent global IT outage, it has become increasingly apparent how interconnected our world is today. We are living in an era vastly different from 30 years ago, where technological advancements and globalization have created an intricate web of dependencies. This unprecedented event, initiated by a single software update, highlights how every aspect of our lives is interlinked, and how an incident in one part of the world can ripple across the globe, causing widespread disruption. As we delve deeper into this modern reality, it's essential to recognize how much our daily lives rely on seamless technological operations. Our communication, healthcare, transportation, and financial systems are all interconnected. A complex digital world and its fragility. The recent IT outage has highlighted the vulnerabilities of our digital landscape. Reflecting on the broader implications of this event, it raises significant questions about our preparedness for future challenges. In the past, disruptions were often localized with minimal impact on global operations. However, today's interconnected systems mean that any disruption, regardless of its origin, can trigger a domino effect, leading to worldwide consequences. Parallels with the Book of Revelation. This scenario echoes the prophetic visions found in the Book of Revelation. According to Revelation 13:17-8, a figure will emerge who possesses unprecedented global power, and it was given authority over every tribe, people, language, and nation. All who dwell on earth will worship it, everyone whose name has not been written before the foundation of the world in the book of life of the Lamb who was slain. This future leader, often referred to as the Antichrist, is said to have control over all financial transactions. imposing a mark on people, as described in Revelation 13:16-17. It also forced all people, both small and great, rich and poor, free and slave, to receive a mark on their right hand or forehead so that no one could buy or sell unless they had the mark. The potential for global control. When considering these verses in the context of the recent global outage, it doesn't seem implausible to imagine a figure with such immense control and authority. The intricate interconnectedness of our world today provides a foundation that could potentially support such a scenario. The technology that connects us also creates a platform for global governance, where a single individual or entity could wield significant influence over the world. In today's interconnected world, it's not far-fetched to imagine a single entity exerting influence over nearly every aspect of life, from financial transactions to communication and even daily activities. The concept of a final empire, as prophesied in biblical texts, envisions a truly global government ruled by the Antichrist. Recent events have shown us just how easily the conditions for such a scenario could be established, revealing vulnerabilities that might one day be exploited by a figure of immense power. Although it is uncertain when or even if this will happen, whether it might occur this year, next year, or 100 years from now, the interconnected nature of our modern world suggests that the possibility is not as remote as some might believe. Technology and global interconnection. The contemporary technological landscape is defined by unprecedented advancements such as cloud computing, global communication networks, and digital currencies. These elements align closely with the infrastructure necessary for a global leader to seize control over the world. The recent IT outage starkly demonstrated the potential fragility of these systems, serving as a wake-up call that highlights how easily our interconnected networks can be manipulated or disrupted. This disruption opens the door to the possibility of centralized control over our lives, where a single failure or vulnerability could cascade into a global crisis. Our heavy reliance on a few key players within the tech industry to maintain and secure these systems only compounds our susceptibility to such threats. The CrowdStrike incident, where a simple malfunction led to chaos across the globe, exemplifies how the concentration of power within a handful of technology firms can lead to worldwide disruptions. This incident underscores the potential for centralized control as prophesied in the book of Revelation, where a powerful leader might exploit these systems for global domination. The implications of technological dependence. As these events unfold, it's crucial to acknowledge the significant role that our interconnected world plays in shaping our daily lives. The global outage we experienced is more than just a technical glitch. It is a stark reminder of the vulnerabilities inherent in our digital infrastructure and the broader implications of our dependence on technology. While we are not yet at a point where a single global authority governs us, the current situation highlights how easily such control could be realized. The complex web of connections that binds our digital world also provides a pathway for a powerful figure to emerge, potentially exerting control over every aspect of life as envisioned in prophetic literature. In light of these realities, it is essential to consider the implications of this interconnectedness. Our reliance on technology and the concentration of power within a few dominant entities require us to be vigilant. We must ensure that the systems we depend on are not only secure and resilient, but also distributed in a manner that prevents undue concentration of control. Recognizing the potential for disruption, we need robust defenses against possible threats, safeguarding against the very vulnerabilities that could be exploited by malevolent forces. Preparing for a secure future. Reflecting on the recent outage, it becomes increasingly important to assess the extent of our technological dependence and the power concentrated within a few key organizations. As we continue to advance, we must learn from these events and use the insights gained to guide us in building a more secure and equitable digital future. Efforts should focus on decentralizing control and ensuring that no single entity holds excessive sway over our digital infrastructure. By fostering innovation and competition, we can create a technological environment that is both robust and resilient, capable of withstanding the challenges that lie ahead. Additionally, governments, industries, and individuals must work together to develop comprehensive strategies that enhance cybersecurity and protect against potential threats. Collaboration and information sharing among nations and corporations are crucial in building defenses that can withstand potential disruptions and maintain the integrity of our interconnected systems.